Hi, Kiana. Welcome back.
How you doing, Miss Darlene?
Yes. Our last session, you talked about your concern with your friend. Would you like to continue there or start somewhere new?
Yeah, I'd like to continue with that. There actually has been a few new developments.
Okay.
We haven't actually been talking for the past maybe 2 weeks now.
Okay. Can I interrupt for a minute?
Yes.
I'd like to keep some notes. Is it okay with you?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. Continue on.
So about maybe two Thursdays ago, we had an interaction where I had just came to work and she had pulled me to the side and was telling me about how her child support wasn't put onto the card and how she needed to get her daughter some sneakers and different stuff like that. And I'm like, she needs to wear walking shoes to, help with her feet. And she's like, well, she doesn't need walking shoes. She needs to get some sneakers. So I'm like, well, if she doesn't need walking shoes, how did she get the 2 stitches above her eye? She was running around the house and she lost her footing and she hit her eye right on the table. And it was deep enough to have to get 2 stitches. And yet she's saying she doesn't need walking shoes.
Can I pause you? May I ask your friend's name?
Her name's Sierra.
Sierra. And the 1-year-old, is she?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this your goddaughter?
Yeah, that's my goddaughter.
Okay. And you're concerned about her not having shoes to balance herself walking?
Yes.
And you tell this to your friend Sierra? Mm-hmm. So is this the cause of you two not speaking?
Yeah, it's pretty much that's part of it. Like it has been a lot over the years actually, but right now she feels as though I'm trying to tell her what to do with her daughter.
Oh, okay.
But it's like if she doesn't bring anything to me about her daughter, I don't bring anything up to her. Okay. The most I'll do is I'll see how she's doing, I'll ask what she's doing, I'll ask, what she's been eating, has she started to like anything new? Because for a while, like when it came to like baby food, she couldn't stand it. She wouldn't eat baby food, but she liked bananas. So she would give her bananas all the time. And then she moved up to like in the little dissolvable snacks that you can buy, strawberry apple, strawberry banana, stuff like that. And she moved up to eating those. And then it was like even solid foods, depending on what it was, she didn't want it. So then she started to like spaghetti. So at this point, it's like I just ask questions like that just to see what's new.
Okay.
But I don't ask about anything else.
Okay.
And then, but she did come to me and say that the doctors were concerned about her daughter not talking.
Okay.
Because the most that I've ever heard her say was mom. And she's about to be 16 months, I believe now.
Okay.
Her birthday is on Christmas Eve. Okay. And that's all she says is mom.
I want to reflect a little bit. Mm-hmm. Your friend, how long have you two been friends?
We've known each other since we were 7, but we weren't really that close close until high school. But we did go to like every school together. So we've been around each other for that long.
I want to commend you, standing up for your goddaughter, mm-hmm. The concern that you're showing. Have you made any suggestions to your friend, that you're just trying to help her with her parenting and, as a friend, that your concern is only for the child?
Yeah, well, she knows that. It's just she feels that whatever she does is supposed to be what it is. Like, okay. Even if she's wrong, she's right. So if you make a suggestion to her, that's like you downplaying her parenting, so she gets bent out of shape. But there is a difference between how she was raised and how I was raised, because I was raised in a home in a family where there's always been babies to look after. Okay. And at a young age, we were taught how to care for a child. We were taught how to make a bottle. We were taught how to change a diaper. We were taught what type of stuff babies need and what type of stuff that you need to make sure to do in order to, I guess, help with their motor skills developing and help with, pretty much just with their development. And with her, she wasn't taught the same thing. So when she had her daughter, she had to learn everything. She had to learn how to make a bottle. She had to learn how to change a diaper. And, these are all things that I was taught before that. Mm-hmm.
Did you learn these at a young age? Did you share this with your friend Sierra?
I would try to, but she, like I said, she feels like she's right about everything. So if you bring anything to her, she gets an attitude about it, like you're trying to tell her what to do.
It sounds like, Sierra is going through a lot, concerning the child support. Have you given her any suggestions or, tried to help her with resolving that issue?
Well, I'm the only reason that she even gets child support,
okay.
Because she wasn't even going to take him to court. Okay. So it's like everything that she's done I guess, progressively has been because of me. And it's like, but it's only if she brings it to me. Like, I don't go to her and make any suggestions anymore because I don't have time for attitudes when all I'm doing is looking out for the well-being of your child, which that's what you should be doing. Because in the beginning, the father, he was barely doing anything in the first place, and yet she was still sleeping with him, yet she was still doing this, doing that, but he wasn't doing anything for her baby.
Okay.
And I'm like, how can you still lay with this guy and he's not doing anything for your daughter? And then when he finally showed her the real him, she got upset, and then she, but yeah, she still wasn't going to take him to child support. I'm like, you need to do something,
Right.
because why would you have to do it all by yourself?
Right.
And it's like, she has a young girl's mentality. Like, she'll be 26, but she's not mature at all. Like, her maturity is horrible.
I want to pause you again. I do commend you, for being a great friend to her. Some people, don't appreciate friends. Sounds like she doesn't know the meaning of what a friendship is, as well as yourself. So, I mean, what is it that you would like, to resolve, or to come out of this? You want to still stay in what's the child's name?
Zaira.
Zaira.
Yes.
You want to continue to stay in her life?
Yeah, I would, and I if she could just take heed to that, everybody that's trying to help her is literally just doing that, just trying to help her. They're not trying to attack her as a parent. It's just she doesn't know everything that other people know. Like, my mother has raised so many kids over the years. She only has 2.
Okay.
But she has raised her siblings, she's raised her nieces, she's raised nephews.
Okay.
And if she makes a suggestion to Sierra gets an attitude. If the daughter's great grandma makes a suggestion to her, she gets an attitude. And it's like, these people have raised children for so long, and yet you're getting mad at them for suggesting something that's for her well-being. And my godmom, which is her great-grandmother, she bought the Zaira some walking shoes. And I have only seen her wear them when she was at her great-grandma's house. When she's at home, Sierra lets her run around barefoot with just a onesie on. And it was just cold, and she wouldn't have her heat on that high. It's like, your body temperature and your daughter's body temperature is way different.
Right.
You should turn their heat up, and you should put some shoes on her. If you're not going to put the walking shoes on her when she's outside because you're worried about her looking cute, put them on her when she's in the house. Even if she got the onesie on, it's just y'all two. Who else is seeing her? So she can run around and do whatever she wants in those walking shoes.
Can I pause you again? Did you ever try to talk to Sierra and maybe get Zaira a little more often, to where as though you can show your parenting skills towards her, since she is your goddaughter? Have you thought?
I actually don't have time to do any of it. Like, I have school. I'm in school full time. I'm at work full time. And it's like, on top of that, it's frustrating to even get her because she doesn't know how to pack a bag properly. So I'll get her. She'll have maybe things to eat, but then where's her change her clothes if she happens to throw up? Or if she happens to take a massive number 2 and it goes up her back or something like that, which happened before. And it's like, she doesn't have a change of clothes. She doesn't have, enough Pampers and wipes in there. It's like, she doesn't pack her bag properly at all. It's like, when you send your baby somewhere, you should make sure that she has a change of clothes, she has extra wipes, she has extra diapers, she has toys. She doesn't have that. Make sure she has snacks that she can physically feed herself. She had a yogurt in there. I'm like, what is a yogurt going to do for this baby?
I have some questions. You two have been friends since you were 7.
Yes.
And it's like the child is dividing your friendship.
The friendship has always been like this. It was already like this. The child had actually made us closer until she made it to the point where she feels as though I'm trying to take over. The child had actually brought us closer. If she didn't have a daughter, our friendship was already far apart.
Okay.
So it's not like the child actually did anything negative.
Okay.
It's her that.
Okay.
She's always made it that way.
So you want to continue on in Zaira?
Yes.
Excuse me.
That's okay.
Zaira's life.
It's hard to say.
Yes, it's pretty though.
It's a pretty name. It's just hard to say because
Yes.
it's not normal, usual.
Yes. So my concern is, how do you think you should go about being in the child's life and not upsetting yourself with your friend?
Right now, I really don't know what I can do because I've already tried.
Okay.
I don't say anything to her unless she says anything to me about her. If I want to go see her, I'll just go see her. But
Okay.
it's like she takes it upon herself to want to talk to me about things, but I can't comment on anything. So why talk to me about it if I can't say anything bad? What I'm supposed to do, sit there and look at you? I mean, I just don't understand. Don't bring anything to me if you don't want me to do. Say anything. And then the main thing for me is like I feel like it's okay for me to make decisions if I'm spending money because I gave her her first birthday party.
Okay.
Which means I dictated everything with that party.
Right.
Because I paid the money. But that was okay because she didn't have to spend anything. So it was okay for me to control that. It's okay for me to do anything that has, if I'm buying her something, that's fine.
Okay.
But for me to say, oh, you need to read to her more, or you need to put walking shoes on her, stuff that the doctors would tell her, the stuff that a doctor would tell you, I'm telling her what to do with her child. But these are all things the doctor tells you anyway.
May I pause you? So sounds like you're feeling that your friend just wants the friendship for monetary values. Is that what you're?
Yeah, I feel like she just wants somebody that's going to help her, but not say anything. Like, it's like.
May I pause you? Did you let her know how you feel? That you feel comfortable with buying stuff for your stepdaughter, but being in the role of a godmom, you should have some say so. Have you discussed this with her?
Well, she knows what a godmother is.
Okay.
So it's like I don't feel like the issue is that she wants to say I'm like the baby's other mother, and then when it comes down to certain decisions, oh, you're trying to tell me what to do. Don't put me in a role that you don't want me to be in. If you don't want me to be that type of person, that have that type of role or that type of influence, then don't tell me that's what I am. Like, don't say that to me, and don't come to me about, oh, I'm thinking I'll put her in daycare. What's your opinion on that? Don't come to me about input on anything if I can't put input on it. If you don't want it, if you don't really want it, stop asking me.
I understand that.
That's the main thing.
I want to reflect back on what you said. Your friend Sierra, you guys have been friends since 7.
Yeah.
And she has a child. Do you have any children?
No, I don't have any children.
Well, I commend you, for your friendship to her. I also commend you, for being there for the child. Excuse me. It sounds like, you two have some issues to work out, and that you're willing to work them out, for the sake of, Zaira. Excuse me. That's this is so hard to say.
Okay.
I would like to make some suggestions. Maybe ask her, what is it that she expects of you, and what, you being a godmother, actually what role that, she thinks that you should, be doing with the daughter. And, that you're only, you're concerned with the child's well-being. Maybe, read some things to her, bring up something, watch videos or something about, good friendship, good parenting. If the child is walking around, what could, the consequences could be for her not having any shoes on. Bring this up to her. Maybe she would see, if you constantly tell her that, you're doing it for the benefit of, the child. Maybe, it might turn her around. It's just a suggestion.
Okay.
And I wouldn't advise, well, maybe I shouldn't say that, but, to cut off your friends, kind of, try that for a while to see how that works. Or, maybe only call her once in a while, or see if she would call you first. Kind of, maybe sit back a little bit to actually see if she misses you as a friend. Do you guys work together or something?
Yeah, we work together.
So that would be kind of hard not to talk to her.
No, we work on different shifts, so we only in the same place for a half an hour.
Okay. So, but sounds like you have a little love for your friend and and concern. So, what would you like out of this?
I don't know anymore, to be honest.
You don't?
I don't even know, because I'm just fed up with it. Like, it's always one-sided. It's all about her all the time. So I can't do that anymore.
So at this time. So we're gonna sum this up right now. What I got is that you're still concerned about your friend and